and welcome to this edition of LangConnect English Club program. Joining me today is Phương. Hello, Phương.
Hello, Kang. I'm excited about today's topic.
So, let me ask you this. Do you think I affect the ability to learn a new language? Is it easier as a child? Does it get harder the older you get? Language learning is a fascinating area of research, and today we're exploring it through some insightful perspective.
It's such an interesting question. One important term to know is to acquire and is now acquisition. For example, we call learning your native language first language acquisition and learning another language second language acquisition. Children seem to pick up languages easily, but adults often struggle. Why is that?
One theory is the critical period hypothesis, which suggests there's an optimal window for learning languages that's close around the age of 12. After this, fully mastering a new language becomes much harder. Let's hear from Lydia White, a professor at McGill University Department of Linguistics. What does she think about this hypothesis?
The critical periods hypothesis is quite controversial and comes in many forms. Common to most versions is the claim that for certain periods of your life, things are very beneficial for acquiring languages. In my view, adult second language learners can successfully acquire a second language to a extent of being indistinguishable from native speakers.
That's an encouraging perspective. Professional White believes adults can achieve native-like fluency despite the critical period theory. She uses the word indistinguishable, meaning you can't tell the difference between their skills and those of a native speaker.
So, if adults can reach this level, why does it often feel so difficult? Dr. John Carmen from the University of Oxford offers a simple explanation. Let's hear it.
The ability of adults to learn foreign languages is often underestimated. Children spend an awful amount of time learning their first language. They're opposed to it a lot of the time and they've got only certain things to do. They don't have to go out to do a job or learn to drive a car or whatever. They're very, very focused on what they're doing. Whereas most adults who are learning a language later in life just don't have the luxury of spending anywhere near a fraction of the time that children spend learning languages.
That makes sense. Adults have responsibilities that limit their time to focused language learning, unlike children who can dedicate their days to it. But is that the whole story?
Eric Thiessen, director of Carnegie Mellon University Infant Language and Learning Lab, has another viewpoint. Let's listen to what he said about the disadvantage.
We, as adults, have more than 20 years of experience with a dominant language that is going to interfere with acquiring a second language. And that's a handicap that infants don't face. So there are things you can certainly do as an adult to help yourself. But I'm afraid that infants are always going to be the blue ribbon champion language learners.
That's a new perspective. He suggests that adults' existing knowledge of their first language can act as a handicap, making it harder to learn a second language. Infants don't have this issue, which gives them an advantage.
Despite these challenges, adults can still learn a new language successfully. The key is consistent practice and immersion. So don't give up. We are not effort. Projects is always possible.
Absolutely. And to all our listeners, good luck on your language learning journey.
Before we go, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude to the BBC for their incredible inspiration. The original version of this program was broadcast by BBC Learning English, a platform that has been guiding life for millions of learners worldwide. Their dedication to making English accessible and engaging has truly inspired us at LangConnect English Club to bring similar content to our community.
That's right. The BBC's efforts in producing quality language learning materials continue to motivate educators and learners globally. Thank you, BBC Learning English, for your invaluable contributions to language education. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Until next time, goodbye.